All right, Pisces, welcome in. This is a timeless reading, actually. I wanted to do this just to kind of get a sense of the energies around you whenever you see this related to the title. But the eclipse energies are super loud. So let's see what wants to come through for Pisces. This is for you, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Feel free to swap around the energies. As always, I could be talking to a cross watcher. So, okay, this was the card on the bottom when I started. Stormy, power, time, transformation. So, transmute, full moon, and healer. I feel like you're already fully in this. Okay, we had a full moon in March, full moon in Libra energy, and this could have brought in a lot of healing for you. Now, I know Saturn is in your sign of Pisces right now. There can be a lot of like a push to heal or asking you to do something that is like beyond what you think of as healing right now. Some of you are really needed to do that because you need to transmute the energy of the planet. This is not something that is necessarily about personal healing, although you will benefit from it. But this is about transmuting the energy of power. Okay? And as you might know, things are a little stormy around the world. We have a lot going on around the world, and Saturn is playing a role in that, especially with Saturn in Pisces. It's telling us that for us to really change, there's no path to change without healing. You can't have it both ways, I feel like, is what Saturn is saying to us. You can't have it both ways. You can't keep one foot in a very unhealthy way of living and work on your spiritual path at the same time. Some of you are knowing that those patterns that you have, you don't have to be perfect. You are not here to do that. What you are here to do is to recognize the things that are blocking spiritual awakening or blocking your spiritual path. I feel like some of you might have one or two habits that, were you to shed them, you would be moving ahead a lot faster than what you are doing right now. Seven of Swords underneath. The Fool. The Hierophant. The Ten of Cups. The Tower, and the Sun. Okay? So I get the feeling that some of you left behind a relationship in the past for another relationship. Okay? Some of you left a person behind or left a situation behind without really healing from it or ironing it out for yourself or anything like that. Okay, let's see what comes out in the rest of the reading here before I get ahead of myself. So the Hanged Man, the Judgment card, the Six of Cups. All right. Two of Wands, the Justice card, Five of Wands, and the Nine of Wands. So before I put the rest of this out here, let me just kind of walk through a little bit more about this. Now, this power and this time card. So we're talking here and, okay, Saturn energy. So this is devil energy, power. This is Saturn energy also. And transformation is Scorpio. So death. We've got Pluto. We've got Saturn. We've got maybe a little bit of Mars here even. So those are the essential energies of a divine masculine or a masculine culture, not really divine masculine, like a wounded masculine culture, yielding some kind of stormy experience. And so Pisces, you might be on the forefront of healing this. This is a global kind of experience. I didn't realize we were going to get into global stuff today, but all right. The Tower card here, I haven't really said much about Jupiter conjuncting Uranus in Taurus later in April. But I feel like this full moon that we went through a few weeks ago, full moon in Libra, started off some energetic expression of you needing to transmute and heal energy around you, especially as it relates to divine masculine energy or wounded masculine energy stepping into becoming divine masculine energy, something along those lines. So, and then coming out the other side of this with the Sun card, which is Ra, which is also masculine energy. It is healed masculine energy, though. This looks to me, because it's sitting on a foundation of the Seven of Swords, is that there's some kind of tradition that we all kind of accept, all right, the Ten of Cups, that is sitting on a throne of lies, okay? Like, it's very dramatic. And one of your jobs is to work through that for the rest of us. This is the universe offering you a choice. Okay, so doing some work for humanity here. I see these readings sometimes for Pisces. You don't always just get a traditional love reading, Pisces. Bonus. But I do see this Hanged Man here for you, and Hanged Man can be Neptune, and Neptune rules your energy of Pisces. Neptune is a very spiritual planet. It's a planet of the awakening and everything like that. And of course, connecting with the Judgment card, that's what's coming in. So it feels to me like there's a lot of wounding from the past that you may need to personally work through. Okay. And then also, I feel like you're connected to the healing on the universal plane, healing on the global plane, healing on the local, state, and federal level, something like that. Your job is going to be to activate what brings us together instead of what pulls us apart. I don't know why Pisces is getting this job. I do. You guys are our connection to God, really. Pisces energy, whatever you have in your chart that is Pisces, that shows your connection to God. So what is it? Is it your sun card? Is it your card? Is it your sun sign, your moon, rising, Venus, Jupiter? What is it that you have that's Pisces? If it's Saturn, then Saturn is in Pisces right now. So if you are having a Saturn return, and in addition to being a sun, moon, rising, or Venus, Pisces, then I do feel like there is something very powerful for you to do to help heal the global storm that we're experiencing right now. The Five of Wands is other people who are at odds with healing, don't want healing. And there's justice here too. Justice is how we got here. So is there something about justice that is applied illogically or illiberally, meaning not equally? There's a difference between equality and equity too. Okay. Equality is we both get the same exact thing. Equity is when someone is in a deficit, they are given the same level playing field, so that when those two people go to connect with things, they have a level playing field. That's what equity is. Okay. And I feel like there's something about that you might be experiencing in your life, that you may have had an experience of being very gifted in a spiritual way, very gifted in certain ways that you are doing, that you are being called to use right now. You may feel that other parts of your life are not equitable. You do not have the same level playing field as other people do. And, or not starting at the same, everybody starts at the same level. You might feel that might be something that you're working through, and that this kind of experience of something built on a throne of lies. Now, let's boil this down to more personal experience, where you might have been in a relationship with somebody, or in your family life growing up, where you were the scapegoat, or you were the one who was the lost child, or you were the one who was always the victim of bullying or something like that. And you had to have some help in order to balance that out. Okay, so let's see where this goes. 8 of Wands, 10 of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the 3 of Cups. Knight of Wands, the World, and the Four of Pentacles. So I feel like you're getting some kind of download from Spirit. You don't really have to do anything because you have strong Neptune in your chart. Likely, as a Pisces, you are really tied to that mystical experience. And there is something here. This is what you need to transmute, this 10 of Wands. So if there's any codependent behavior in your life, these are past patterns that you may have personally experienced, but also globally, or also the divine, the wounded masculine has experienced, or something like that. So Queen of Swords and the Three of Cups. I do see this coming into a positive bit of closure for this part of the reading, but I want to understand your healing. What is being asked of you in terms of your healing? Transmuting the energies of these patterns that you've experienced. Queen of Cups, Page of Swords, Eight of Cups, Four of Wands. Some of you might be healing the divine feminine energy in you. Some of you may have a lot of masculine energy. It's like too much, right? It's over energized. So that can cause a lot of storms in your life, meaning that if you are presenting as a feminine energy in relationships, that could be a mess, because if you have a lot of divine masculine energy in you, or you haven't balanced your masculine feminine out, it can cause problems if the other person's polarity doesn't blend with that very well, meaning they might need to have an overactive divine feminine, but it's still unhealthy to have overactive anything. So for a relationship situation, your job is being asked to balance those things inside you. And anything that has been built on a throne of lies, whatever that is, my goodness, what's been built on a throne of lies? Like a relationship that looks good to outsiders, could be a family that looks good to outsiders. You might be leaving that situation. Three of Pentacles, the Strength card, the Hermit card. Oh yeah, and there's the Moon again. So I almost feel like some of you have had to watch as a partner kind of got away with things, feeling like you weren't strong enough to contest this or ask for a divorce or move on from a situation that was very toxic. This person continued to build on a mountain of lies, and you felt like maybe you just had to take it. I don't feel like that's true anymore. I feel like there is celebration coming. I do feel like, let's see, the timing card here is Libra. So that's at like the end of the summer. Okay, there could be something really strongly powerful happening in Lionsgate. All right, by the end of this month. So April is, that's why we're doing this. That's why this reading is showing up. By the end of April, by the end of this month, King of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, Eight of Swords. You are dealing with someone who is very stubborn, okay? Whoever I'm talking to, whoever this reading is for, you may not see a way to deal with this for yourself. You may not see a way out of this or see a way to balance this or transmute this. Your job is to ask the question of Spirit. Okay, your job is to ask the question. Let's go deeper into this reading. There's a link below, Pisces, if you feel like this is for you. I will continue on. I'll look at what you don't see coming, what's happening in the next 30 days by the end of this month. Okay? All right, link is below. Let's see where we go. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.